really was on fire.
Well, it looks like somebody already called it in.
Who in the hell would want to do this to my bike? There's a long list of suspects already.
Hey now, don't freak out, Bob.
What?
We're gonna find the person who did this. And when we find him, we'll make him pay double what they owe you.
It won't be that easy. How the hell are we gonna find this guy?
We start by grabbing every suspicious-looking guy that we see, and then we begin to beat the crap out of them one by one. We're bound to come across the culprit at some point. It's a simple plan, but it'll work.
Huh?
What's that look for?
I bet the guy who did this is probably still close by. I'm gonna find his ass and kill him right now. I'm generally a pretty level-headed guy, but this is really gonna make me lose it.
I'm sure Chiaki will be in tears too. She loved that bike almost as much as you did. You know, come to think of it, she's late. Wasn't she just going out to the laundromat? You have any idea where the laundromat is?
No! I'm just gonna search the neighborhood from one side to the other. Damn it! I've got a bad feeling about this. This is Bob. I've stepped out. If you got something to say, leave me a message.
Did you find him? No, no luck. Mr. Makihara's out too. I thought that maybe Soichiro-sama would have gone there. I don't think you need to worry about it so much. The Executive Council hands out punishment as a way to maintain discipline among the students. The basic rules are to keep it fair and within the grounds of the campus. So unless those boys fight back in some unfair way, the outcome shouldn't be too severe. I have no idea where this is coming from, but I have a really bad feeling about this. My head feels like it's about to split. My stomach's boiling. I think I'm gonna throw up. Is something wrong? I need to run to the bathroom. Is it that boy's child? That joke isn't even a bit funny! Hello there! Natsume residents! Oh, it's not Soichiro-sama. It's for you, sis. Some guy named Ryuzaki. What?
Well, long time no talk.
What is this call about? I'm quite busy right now. If this isn't important, I'm hanging up.
Come on now, don't be so cold to me. The main event is just about to begin. I'm afraid the opening act was a little lacking in one-on-one interplay. This is my first job in a while. I intend to have a whole lot of fun.
What are you talking about?
Those boys that you've shown an interest in recently, our president seems to be rather interested in them as well. In fact, they're somewhat of a special case in that the punishment they are to receive is one without any restrictions. This is what happens when one decides to cozy up with your little Juken club. We should make an example out of them for the other freshmen.
Wait, Ryuzaki. You've got it all wrong. Those two boys have absolutely nothing to do with us. It's just my little sister who's infatuated with them. Ryuzaki! Ryuzaki!
Well, it seems our little lost sheep have arrived. Impressive. That was a rather nice kick.
Aya, wait! Don't try to stop me. It won't work. First of all, you have no idea where Ryuzaki is. And secondly, you don't even know how to ride that bike. It'll be all right. I'm sure she'll teach me everything I need to know. And besides, I seem to see it all pretty clearly. I see Soichiro-sama's figure. So maybe this is what they call the power of love. For many generations, beings with abnormal powers have been born into the Natsume family. Long ago, Aya began showing signs that she too possessed that power. The power of the Dragon Eye. In ancient China, it was referred to as Crystal Eye. A person with this eye can see through everything. They can see into the past or far into the future. It's said they have the powers to communicate not only with humans, but also with objects that don't appear to be alive. Aya is just now starting to realize that she has these powers. I'm pretty sure this is why she fell in love with that boy the second she saw him. To me, that boy seems like nothing more than a fool who loves to fight. But perhaps in the future, something more will come of him. Soichiro-sama, Mr. Makihara.
Yo.
You must be Natsume's younger sister. You got a pretty good set of tits for a girl your age. I got a message for your two friends. Name's Tsutomu Ryuzaki, a senior in the boxing club. Tell them the next time I see either of those two at school, they'll be in worse shape than this. So if they're wise, they'll submit their letters of resignation first thing tomorrow. Expulsion. The Executive Council has spoken. You should stop that. Anger disrupts your chi. Even if you were butt naked, you couldn't beat me in the state you're in. Don't be in such a rush. I'm sure we'll end up facing off against each other sooner or later.
A nice clean split. Do you think that maybe we could weld it back together? It's a Masakyo Mei katana from Satsuma. There aren't too many swordsmiths today who can make something of this quality. Besides, I'm afraid this katana no longer houses any chi. Katanas are like people. If it's broken open, it dies. It's better to let it rest in peace than to attempt to weld it back together. I was so angry at that point, I completely lost my temper, and my stance and form were all out of whack. I was basically asking the weapon to break.
I want to become stronger.
I want to become stronger.
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 I know somehow you will. And you will be stronger than anyone else. Tell me, sis. How does one become stronger? I was totally useless. I couldn't even help the person that I'm in love with, much less an innocent bystander. As part of the Natsume family, I've practiced martial arts as long as I can remember. I would have thought that I'd be relatively strong by now. But What are the reasons that drive you to become stronger? And what does strength mean? What's being strong mean to you? Those are questions we must all wrestle with. The answer, however, is quite simple and rather obvious. Stop being a baby, Aya. What kind of martial artist doesn't know something so basic?
Well, it looks to me like you got beaten up pretty badly.
Yeah, well, I saw Soichiro land a nice blow to you, too.
Well, I think if you can make a wisecrack like that, then you'll be okay.
Hey! What's up with this Ryuzaki guy? And what the hell is the Executive Council? I want to know!
The Executive Council has been in existence for a very long time. Since the school the Todo Academy is based on, the Tobu School was first built. The Tobu School was built so that martial arts could be taught again. As a result, the founders of the school brought in masters and instructors from all over, almost by force. And in order to maintain decorum amongst the ranks in the school, they had to establish some form of supreme power and discipline.
So the Executive Council can do whatever it wants, then?
You shouldn't try to mess with them. They're not the kind of people that a street fighter like you can win against.
Why is this door unlocked? Huh? Oh, hi there, sis. Is something wrong? You look really upset. Oh, yeah. You're holding... This? I was thinking about working with this instead of the Masaki... You may not! But how come? Is this because that katana belonged to her brother? But you didn't get upset like this when I took the motorcycle. That bike was something that belonged to him as well. So if I can use the bike, why not the sword? Aya! Be quiet! You are not permitted to use this sword ever again! Understand? But sis... You're welcome to use any sword but this one. Just not the Choku Toreki. Dear brother.
Yo, have you caught anything yet?
Hell yeah, I have. I got a huge haul just laying around me.
You know, I've always wondered about this. Just why are there so many damn rubber boots swimming in the waters around Japan?
Hell if I know. How's Chiaki doing?
Well, I think she's doing all right. At least for the moment.
I see.
I want to thank both of you guys for coming to rescue me. Thank you.
So, Bob, we're weak.
Yeah. But you know, maybe it isn't that bad after all. Having to admit to yourself that you're a loser.
Yeah, but I refuse to be some kind of ordinary loser.
Then I guess we must be the losers that have one last blast.
Not good enough. The kind of loser I want to be is the kind that dies biting the throat out of his opponent.
Guess it's about 70%.
I doubt the rib that boy injured is fully healed yet. So stop being so reckless, Takayanagi.
What are you talking about? This was nothing. See? I'm all...
Takayanagi-senpai! That's exactly why I told you not to do that.
Come on, pull yourself together. Go, Senpai. It's been a while. It's embarrassing to admit this, but if we were to take on the Executive Council right now, they'd take us out before we could even scratch them.
You know what they say, haste makes waste.
Todo Academy freshman, Soichiro Nagi.
Bob Makihara, same class.
As of today, we're the new members of the Jukin Club.
Soichiro-sama.
Give me 3 months. You give me 3 months and I promise I'll be stronger than all you guys.
And then we'll kill Ryuzaki. And crush the Executive Council while we're at it.
You You can't swallow the spit that's already been spat on you. But I like your spirit. You're more than welcome.
And so on this day, what will later be known as the strongest Jukin club ever, gathered for the first time.
What? What do you mean?
I just told you, Mayu Natsume sent a request asking that the expulsion of Suichiro Nagi and Bob Makihara please be revoked as soon as possible.
Ugh! That bitch! Who the hell does she think she's trying to fool?
In addition to that, she told us that she has allowed the two of them to join the Jukin Club. This drastically goes against our president's will.
Natsume.
I'd like to hear the Executive Council's decision, Ryuzaki.
I'm tired of you taking the Executive Council so lightly, Natsume. The decision is going to be no! Those two have been expelled. The decision has already been decided upon. In this school, the decisions made by the Executive Council are perfect and absolute. There's no way they can be overturned. And now you want them to join the Jukin Club. Forget it, you know we'd never allow something like that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Are you even listening to me? Don't you ignore me.
Very interesting. I can't help thinking that maybe you're afraid of those two.
Careful now, don't go thinking that you're always going to be stronger than me. Natsume. Now look at you all decked out in this school uniform. That's quite unusual. How about I char it up a bit? I'll roast you so nicely that people are gonna think you got a tan.
Ryuzaki's using the chi of fire from the chain of wood, fire, earth, gold, water. His chi is much more refined than it used to be. The ones that should be defeating you right now are those boys, and not me. But being that I'm still in training, I'm far from perfect. I'm not so much of a saint that I can just turn the other cheek. Far too much has happened already. Come on. The only thing I need to take you out is this little branch.
You sure about that? You may regret that when your body is filled with holes, Natsume!
This guy knows capoeira.
What is strength? What drives me to become stronger? I think I know now.
Loser! He said good.
Strength is not something you can compare with other people. A heart that seeks to become stronger is not the same as someone seeking strength. Most people are aware of the fact that they are weak, probably more so than anyone else around them. And because they know this, because they are aware, people can become stronger, right?